So the first trailer for Captain Marvel just dropped. Let's check it out. Nice.
War is a universal language. I know a renegade soldier when I see one. Never occurred to me that one might come from above. Space invasion, big car chase. Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up till I met you today. So you're not from around here?
It's hard to explain. I keep having these memories. I see flashes. I think I had a life here. But I can't tell if it's real.
We have no idea what threats are out there. We can't do this alone. We need you.
I'm not what you think I am.
Before I give my thoughts on it, go ahead and tell me down below in the comment section, did you love it, did you hate it, are you familiar with the comic books, or is this a new character to you? Also, once this video is done, check out this playlist right up here of some of my best and most up-to-date rankings of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With that said, I'm gonna rewatch it one time and then I'm gonna start talking about it. I'll start things off by saying that I'm definitely new to the character. I grew up reading kind of the A-list Marvel comic book characters, and then I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm a huge fan of movies, so I'm very curious about this movie, but I'm not specifically familiar with Captain Marvel herself. As for this trailer, I love that it used visual cues to kind of give us the time period. Obviously, it kicks off with her falling into a blockbuster, but then as you go through the trailer, there's little things like pagers that you see, all of it which date it back to the 90s without it having to say on the screen 1995 or something like that. Another thing I found really interesting about this trailer is that in a lot of ways it's very Nick Fury focused. He's the one that's kind of giving the voiceover for the trailer, but you get his character arc through that voiceover, figuring a little bit about where he's at and the fact that he wasn't thinking he was going to see aliens and all of this. We're seeing him way before Iron Man, way before the Avengers, all that stuff, and the knowledge that kind of came from all the films that we know. And so this is almost like an origin story for Nick Fury. And while we're talking about Nick Fury, the de-aging here looks flawless. I think we only saw a handful of close-up shots of faces with Nick Fury and then the one of the Coulson in there, but they look phenomenal. It looks great. There's nothing awkward in what was shown in the trailer. From there, let's talk about what the trailer tells us about the story of the movie. And it feels like with this trailer, like most first teaser trailers like this, it's not trying to give us the plot outline here. There's not really a lot of specific plot points in here at all. There's no clear villain that's pointed at or anything like that. What it does is it gives us kind of the scope and the scale of the story. It tells us kind of the character arcs for the people, and that Captain Marvel's trying to remember her past and her ties to humanity. We're seeing Nick Fury's origin stories I just mentioned. So we're getting a lot more themes and size rather than specific story, and that's the right way to go when you're this far out and you're telling an origin story like this. You don't need to dive into the plot. You can establish these big themes. And maybe this says something about my dark sense of humor, but I love the fact that there's a shot in there of her punching an old lady in the face. So overall, I really enjoyed this trailer. This is the way I like first trailers to be done. It kind of whet my appetite to learn more about this character that I'm not very familiar with. Remember to check out that playlist over there, which shows you some of my best, most up-to-date Marvel rankings. Thank you so much for watching, and keep talking movies too much.